Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is George McNamara with Banish the Doubt. I would like for you to look at this paper, right? Just paper. Now, I'd like for you to imagine this piece of paper and it has numbers on it. Let's say it has a 100, comma, 000, comma, 000, or something, whatever. It says a million, okay? Let's just say this here is $1 million. $1 million piece of paper. It says $1 million on it. What's the difference between this and the one that says a million? Perception, right? It's how we perceive our life. I remember about a year ago, maybe a little longer than that, I was driving. It was a Mercedes Benz dealership. I'm like, I'm going to pull in there, just walk in the showroom. And I can remember as vividly as it was as if it happened yesterday. When I stepped from the parking lot, I guess wherever it was, into the showroom. I walked into the showroom. I could literally feel the energy inside of my body change. Why? It's just like the space in this room around me, right? Except instead of a chair, a car, a couch, whatever, there was cars, and they were Mercedes Benz. And one said, I think 175,000 or something. What changed? Why did the energy inside of me change? Why did I feel this energy shift inside of me? Perception. If the cars in that showroom were Toyota Celica, right? Toyota Corolla, nothing wrong with them. I'm just saying, nothing would change. The energy inside of me would not change. The perception I have of myself would be different, correct? So this is what the video is about today. Whenever you're around something or somebody and your perception of them is different than the perception you have of yourself, if you perceive for them to be bigger, better than you, whatever it may be, it's bigger or better than you, than this perception, this definition, this assumption, this belief you have of yourself. But when you start to say, there is nothing different, we are still me and this person, me and this car, me and this outfit, this fabric, right? This fabric. See, if you could see here, it says LL Bean. Okay. Now that occupies of this whole jacket, that occupies that little space. But there's a perception of those letters. Now, if you're watching this, you're not from America, there's this company that has a perception of those who are witnessing or looking at it. It has a perception of, oh, well, rich people wear those clothes. People wear the clothes. Oh, only rich people go to those and shop in those malls or shop in those stores or buy those clothes or drive those cars. Range Rover, Mercedes Benz, Ferrari, Porsche, um, Bentley. But the people who occupy homes, live in certain homes, certain neighborhoods, wear certain clothes or just wear clothes, because their perception of themselves preceded the purchase of that article of clothing, the purchase of that vehicle, the purchase of that home. So again, it's the perception. But when you declare, which is I did, I said, never again will I walk into any establishment, be it a Mercedes-Benz dealership, a Ferrari dealership, a Brooks Brothers store, any other store that is perceived to be, well, this is rich. This is where the rich people purchase. I remember speaking with a young man about 2 months ago, talking about an area here in America and in New Jersey, the state where I'm at, and a vacation area. And my parents owned a home. They were not rich by standards of others. They had a home there. It was my father. He had this idea in his head. I am living there. I am occupying. He didn't know if he said exactly this way, but his mindset was, I am owning a home there. Never graduated high school. Was drafted into World War II. And ended up owning a home there, a second home. But here's the reason I'm saying this. After Sandy, Hurricane Sandy, there was damage, what have you. This young man said, not to me. Now, I want this to make you understand this point. He wasn't saying this to me. He was saying it to himself, a reinforcement of a narrative in his mind that was placed there by somebody else who has the same type of thinking. He said, oh, well, those are just rich people problems. So there is a separation. You understand what I'm saying? Between where my perception of myself and them over there, there is none. There is no separation. We are just people occupying this space, this area behind, all around me, there's space. The space was here before I occupied it. It will be here whenever the next person occupies this space where I'm sitting right now. It is the same space where the Mercedes-Benz was there. There was space there before the Mercedes got there. There'll be space after that Mercedes leaves and another one occupies, or maybe, I don't know, maybe the dealership becomes a Bentley dealership. I don't know. But you are whatever you say you are. However you define yourself is who you are. I would like for you to think of this the rest of your life from this moment right now as you're watching this. And by the way, you wouldn't be watching me if you didn't attract this video into your life. Because there's something more that you want in your life. There's more health, there's a better relationship, or a better relationship with yourself. Because it all starts with here. My relationship with myself, how I see myself. But if you declare from this point on, no more, never again, I would like for you to think of everything behind you just stopping, just closing, and you're walking this way. Never again look at anything other than this is where I'm supposed to be. I am this. No amount of numbers, no amount of how many zeros are on this piece of paper has any influence over how I feel about myself. I am deserving that. I am worthy of that. I want you to think of this. My annual income is now my monthly income. How does that make you feel? How do you feel when you say that? Declare it right now. My annual income is my monthly income. How? Doesn't matter how. When? Doesn't matter when. It is right now. My annual income is now my monthly income. And then lead your life, live your life in that direction. My monthly income, my annual income is now my monthly income. The body I see in the picture in that magazine, paper, whatever it may be, is my body right now. The car that I am driving, that I see, the Mercedes, the Bentley, whatever it may be, is my car right now. My hands are on the steering wheel of that car right now. The clothes I wear are the clothes that I see, whatever it may be. The size of the clothes that currently you don't fit into, I am wearing it right now. But go sit in that car. Go to a dealership, sit in that car. Go to the store and put that article of clothing on. Look in the mirror. See yourself wearing that. Because the more you can live it now, in this moment, the more you can get around it, the more you believe it and you assume it and you perceive it and you define yourself as that person right now, you attract that to you. The circumstances, the people, the events start to draw them to you here in this moment. I would like for you to think of yourself as just as you're walking, things are just sort of coming to you. Boom, 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 from every direction. Yours is not to concern yourself with how or when or what. It's I'm drawing all that to me here, right now. I am drawing that to me. The how, the when is the ego. No, ego is just a thought. It just comes in and it leaves. And as those thoughts come in, you're like, okay, I remember that's just the ego. Okay, ego, thank you. Thank you for visiting. And off you go. Okay? My annual income is now my monthly income. Have a great day.